Are you ready to know the secret of success? What if I told you anyone can succeed? Would you believe me? Success is not a gift. It is something we earn, step by step. So let us start this journey together. Are you curious to know more? Would you like to explore further? Type yes or no. If you choose yes, let us take the first step. Success starts with a dream. Do you have a dream? A dream is like a star. It shines bright in the night and shows us the way. Dreams make us strong. They push us to do better every day. But dreams alone are not enough. We need hard work. Do you know what hard work means? Hard work means trying again and again. Even if we fall, we stand up and try once more. The more we try, the closer we get to success. Do you remember the last time you tried hard for something? How did it feel when you achieved it? Wasn't it great? Success feels the same. It feels even better because we earn it with effort and patience. Now, let us talk about learning. Learning is the key. Every mistake teaches us something. If we listen and learn, we grow. Successful people learn every day. They learn from books, from people, and from life itself. Have you ever learned from a mistake? Did it make you wiser? If yes, you are already on the path to success. But wait, there is more. Success needs focus. It is easy to get distracted. Phones, games, and other things take our time. But if we focus on our goal, we move faster toward success. Do you know what helps with focus? A good plan. A plan is like a map. It tells us what to do next. If we follow the map, we reach our goal. Do you have a plan for your dreams? Let us talk about patience. Sometimes success takes time. It does not happen in one day. But if we wait and keep working, it will come. Have you ever waited for something good? Was it worth it? Success is worth waiting for. What about helping others? Do you think helping others can make us successful? Yes, it can. When we help others, we grow as a person. People remember kindness. They help us back when we need it. Let us not forget health. Can we work hard if we are not healthy? No. Eating good food, exercising, and sleeping well are important. A strong body and mind help us on the road to success. Do you see how all these steps connect? Dream, work hard, learn, focus, plan, be patient, help others, and stay healthy. These are the bricks that build the house of success. Failure. It sounds like a bad word, doesn't it? But what if I told you failure is not the end? Failure is a teacher. It shows us what went wrong so we can do better next time. Have you ever failed at something? How did it feel? Failure feels bad at first, but if we look closely, we see it is not all bad. Every time we fail, we learn. Every time we learn, we grow. And every time we grow, we move closer to success. Think about a baby learning to walk. The baby falls many times, but does the baby stop trying? No. The baby keeps trying until it can walk. That is how we should be with our goals. Do you remember a time when you kept trying even after failing? Did you feel proud when you finally succeeded? That pride is what makes the effort worth it. Let us talk about the fear of failure. Many people are afraid to try because they fear they will fail. But do you know what is worse than failing? Not trying at all. If we do not try, we lose before we even begin. Successful people are not afraid of failure. They take risks. They try new things. If they fail, they try again. This is how they win. How do we face failure? First, we accept it. We say, yes, I failed, but it is okay next. We think about why we failed. What can we do differently next time? Then we try again. Do you know the story of Thomas Edison? He failed many times before he invented the light bulb. When someone asked him about his failures, he said, I did not fail. I found 10,000 ways that did not work. This is the mindset we need. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of success. Now, let us talk about staying positive. It is easy to feel sad or angry after failing, but a positive mind helps us move forward. Can you think of one good thing you learned from your last failure? That one good thing can lead to many successes. Friends and family also help. When we fail, they support us. They remind us of our strengths. Do you have someone who encourages you? If yes, thank them. They are your strength. Remember, failure is like a storm. It comes and goes. After the storm, the sun shines brighter. Your success will shine even brighter after failure. Let us talk about small steps. Have you heard the saying, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step? This is so true. Big dreams can feel scary, but if we take small steps, they become easier to reach. Think about climbing a mountain. Would you try to jump to the top in one big leap? No, you would take it step by step. Each small step brings you closer to the top. Do you have a big dream? If it feels too big, break it into smaller parts. For example, if you want to learn a new skill, start with the basics. Practice a little every day. Soon you will see progress. Small steps are powerful because they build habits. If we do something every day, it becomes a part of our life. These habits lead to success. Let us think about time. Do you have 5 minutes each day? 5 minutes might not seem like much, but it adds up. If you use 5 minutes to practice or learn something new, imagine how much you can achieve in a month or a year. Do you know why small steps are easier? They do not feel scary. They do not take too much time or energy. This makes it easier to stay consistent. And consistency is the secret to success. Can you think of one small step you can take today? Maybe it is reading a page of a book, writing down a goal, or practicing a skill. Small actions like these can make a big difference over time. Successful people know this secret. They do not rush. They do not try to do everything at once. Instead, they focus on doing a little each day. Have you ever heard of the story of the tortoise and the hare? The hare was fast but careless. The tortoise was slow but steady. In the end, the tortoise won the race. This story teaches us the power of small, steady steps. But small steps need patience. Sometimes we want results right away. When we do not see them, we feel like giving up. Have you ever felt this way? If yes, remember that success takes time. Imagine planting a seed. You water it every day. At first, nothing happens, but under the soil, the seed is growing roots. One day, it breaks through the soil and grows into a big tree. Success is like that. Small steps are like watering the seed. Believing in yourself is the heart of success. Do you think you can succeed? The answer is important. If you believe you can, then you are already halfway there. Think about this. Would you follow someone who says, "I cannot do it"? No. You would follow someone who says, "I can do it." That is the power of belief. When you believe in yourself, others believe in you too. Have you ever told yourself, "I can't"? How did it make you feel? Now think about a time when you said, "I can." Didn't it feel much better? That is because belief gives us strength. Belief is like a fire inside us. It keeps us warm when things get tough. It lights the way when it gets dark. Do you want this fire to burn bright? But sometimes we doubt ourselves. Doubt is like a cloud that blocks the sun. It makes us think we are not good enough. Have you ever felt this way? It is okay. Everyone does. The trick is to chase the clouds away. How do we do that? Start by thinking about your strengths. What are you good at? Maybe you are a good listener, a fast learner, or a kind friend. These are your strengths. Hold on to them. Another way is to remember your past successes. Think of a time when you achieved something. How did it feel? That memory is proof that you can do great things. Do you know the power of positive words? When you wake up, tell yourself, "I am strong. I am capable. I can do this." These words may seem small, but they have great power. What about mistakes? Do they make you doubt yourself? Remember, mistakes do not define you. They are just lessons. You are not your mistakes, you are what you learn from them. Surround yourself with people who believe in you. Their belief can make your own belief stronger. Do you have someone who supports you? If yes, thank them. If not, be your own biggest supporter. And confidence grows with practice. The more you try, the more you believe in yourself. Start small. Each small success will make your belief stronger. Imagine yourself as a tree. Belief is your root. The stronger the root, the taller the tree grows. Do you want to grow tall and strong? Then start by believing in yourself. Staying motivated every day is like keeping a car's engine running. Without motivation, it is hard to keep moving. So, how do we stay motivated? Let us find out. First, let us talk about goals. Do you have a goal? Goals give us a reason to wake up and try. But here's the trick: make your goal clear and simple. For example, instead of saying, "I want to be successful," say, "I want to learn one new skill this month." Clear goals keep us focused. Have you ever made a list of your dreams? If not, try it now. Write them down. Seeing your dreams on paper makes them feel real. Every time you feel unmotivated, look at your list and remind yourself why you started. Next, let us talk about progress. Progress keeps us motivated. Even small progress feels good. Do you remember a time when you completed something small? How did it feel? That feeling pushes us forward. Here's a tip: track your progress. If your goal is to read 10 books, write down every book you finish. Watching the list grow will make you feel proud and inspired. Do you know what helps a lot? Rewards. Promise yourself a reward when you achieve something. It does not have to be big. A treat, a break, or even a happy dance can be a reward. Rewards make work fun. But sometimes we feel tired. On those days, remember this: it is okay to rest. Motivation is like a battery. Resting charges it. Have you ever felt better after taking a break? Rest is not giving up, it is preparing to try again. Surrounding yourself with positive people also helps. Do you know someone who inspires you? Spend time with them. Their energy will lift you up. If you cannot find someone nearby, read stories of successful people. Their journey can light a spark in you. Music can also motivate us. Do you have a favorite song that makes you feel strong? Play it when you feel low. Music is like a friend that cheers us up. Let us talk about challenges. Sometimes challenges feel too big. But instead of feeling scared, see them as adventures. Every challenge is a chance to grow stronger. Do you remember a time when you faced a tough situation and came out stronger? That is the power of challenges. Finally, remember your why. Why do you want to succeed? Is it for your family, your dreams, or your happiness? Keep your why close to your heart. It will keep you moving when things get tough. Motivation is not something you find once and keep forever. It is something you build every day. With practice, you can stay motivated even on the hardest days. Gratitude is a secret key to success. Do you know what gratitude means? It means being thankful for what we have. When we are grateful, we see the good in our life. This fills us with positivity and energy to keep moving forward. Let us start with a question: what are you thankful for today? Maybe it is your family, your friends, or the food on your plate. When we notice these things, life feels better. Gratitude is powerful because it changes our mindset. Instead of focusing on what we do not have, we focus on what we do. This makes us happier and more motivated. Have you ever said thank you to someone? How did it feel? Gratitude is like a smile. When you share it, it comes back to you. Do you know what successful people do every day? They take a moment to count their blessings. Some write them down in a gratitude journal. Have you tried this? Write down 3 things you are grateful for each day. It is a small step that can bring big changes. Gratitude also helps us handle tough times. When things go wrong, it is easy to feel sad or angry. But if we look for something to be thankful for, it gives us strength. For example, if you face a failure, you can still be grateful for the lesson it taught you. Do you have big dreams? Gratitude can help you achieve them. When we are thankful, we attract positive energy. This energy helps us stay focused and work harder. Let us talk about people who help us. Can you think of someone who has supported you? Maybe a teacher, a friend, or a parent. Take a moment to thank them. A simple thank you can make their day and strengthen your bond. Gratitude is also good for our health. Studies show that grateful people sleep better, feel less stress, and are more optimistic. Would you like to feel this way? Start by saying thank you for the little things. Have you noticed how gratitude connects us with others? When we show thanks, we build stronger relationships, and strong relationships are a big part of success. Remember, gratitude is not just for the good times. Even in bad times, there is always something to be thankful for. The sun rises, a new day begins, and we get another chance to try. The sound of rain hitting the roof was loud that night. In a small, broken-down room with cracks in the walls, John sat on the floor with his head buried in his knees. His clothes were old and torn, his stomach growled from hunger, and the only light in the room came from a small candle. John was just 10 years old, but his life was already full of pain. His father had passed away in an accident when John was only a baby. His mother worked as a housemaid, earning just enough to buy bread and rice for John and his younger brother Sam. Their home was a tiny, cold room in a slum. Every corner of the house spoke of poverty, but John's eyes carried a fire that no one could put out. One evening, John saw his mother come home with tears in her eyes. She didn't say anything, but he knew. Her employer had yelled at her for being late to work. She had been late because she stopped to buy medicine for Sam, who was sick with a fever. That night, as John watched his mother silently eat a piece of dry bread, he made a promise to himself one day: I will make her proud. One day, I will take her away from this pain." John started helping his mother from the next day. He would clean tables at a nearby tea shop after school. His hands were small, but his determination was big. Sometimes, customers would leave behind half-eaten food, and John would secretly pack it for his brother and mother. But life wasn't kind to John. At school, the other children laughed at him. "Look at his dirty clothes," they would say. "He smells like garbage." Their words hurt, but John didn't let them stop him. He had one dream: he wanted to study hard and change his life. One day, something happened that changed everything. John's teacher gave him an old, second-hand book in English. "John," she said, "if you learn this language, you can do great things." John didn't understand much of the book at first. The words looked strange and he felt frustrated, but he remembered his promise to his mother. So, every night, after finishing his work at the tea shop, he would sit by the candlelight and read. He sounded out each word slowly, writing them down in a notebook he had found in the trash. Months passed, and John started to improve. He began writing small sentences and practicing speaking English by talking to himself. But his struggles were far from over. One day, the tea shop owner caught John reading during his break. "You're wasting time," the owner yelled. "Go clean the tables." "Books won't feed your family," the words hurt. But John didn't argue. He cleaned the tables, but that night, he read even more than usual. John's determination began to pay off. At school, he surprised his teacher by answering a question in English. "Well done, John," she said, smiling. For the first time in his life, John felt proud of himself. As the years went by, John's English improved. He started helping his teacher with small tasks, like translating for other students who struggled. His confidence grew, and so did his dreams. One day, John saw a poster in the school hallway. It was about a scholarship for underprivileged students to study abroad. The application required an essay in English. John's hands shook as he picked up the application form. He thought, "Can I really do this?" For weeks, John worked on his essay. He wrote about his life, his struggles, and his dreams. When he finally submitted it, he felt like he had given a piece of his soul. Then came the waiting. Days turned into weeks, and John almost lost hope. But one evening, a letter arrived at their tiny home. It was addressed to John. His hands trembled as he opened it. The words on the paper made his heart race. "Congratulations, you have been selected for the scholarship." John couldn't believe it. He ran to his mother, who was washing clothes outside. "Ma," he shouted, tears streaming down his face. "I did it. I got the scholarship." His mother dropped everything and hugged him tightly. She didn't say a word, but her tears said everything. The scholarship covered everything: tuition, housing, and even food. For the first time in his life, John stepped out of the slum and into a new world. It wasn't easy. He had to work harder than ever to catch up with the other students. but John's struggles had made him strong. Years later, John graduated with honors. He got a job at a big company and started earning more money than he ever imagined. The first thing he did was buy a small, comfortable house for his mother and brother. He filled it with everything they had ever dreamed of: soft beds, a fridge full of food, and even a television. On his mother's birthday, John gave a speech in perfect English. "Ma, you are my hero," he said, holding her hand. "You taught me the value of hard work and love. Everything I am today is because of you." His mother cried, but this time they were tears of happiness. His brother Sam looked up at John with pride. John's story spread far and wide. People started calling him the boy who turned struggle into success, but John always stayed humble. "If you have a dream," he would say, "never give up on it. Struggles are hard, but they make you stronger. Believe in yourself, and one day you will achieve more than you ever imagined." So remember John's story. No matter where you start in life, your end can be beautiful. Keep working, keep learning, and never stop believing. If this story inspired you, like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and don't forget to subscribe for more heart-touching stories. Let's spread hope together.